You are amazing. You are beautifully made, and there's so much you can do. Today, I want to convince you that you truly are. And if you are in need, I hope that you feel better after this video. So, 3 points I have for you. The first one is, you are an overcomer. Now you don't feel like it, but since birth, you've been overcoming. When you were born, there was not a whole lot you could do, right? You were struggling. You had pain. You were even figuring out how to move, and you would fail half of the time. You were learning to sit, and you will think, yeah, but sitting. No, it was a struggle for you. You fell. You fell when you took your first steps. You failed so much. You would fall and fall again and again, and you would get up and try again. And this is the first thing that we kind of forgot. We forgot how to fail. The stakes are not as high anymore, right? You would think, yeah, but studying is so important, or I don't know, my job. But what about walking? Walking was pretty important, and you did it. Or what about sitting? What about eating? Learning to eat using a spoon or a knife and a fork. What about speech? Speech is pretty complicated. We struggle so much learning a new language when we had to learn our first one, which is probably the hardest. Yeah, it was a lot of failure. But this you have to learn again. Failing is normal, and it's in your nature to get up, try again, and do it. And regardless if you think that it still applies to you today or not, you are an overcomer in your nature, in your DNA. It was always there and it will always be there. So how about you trust yourself? How about you challenge yourself? How about you really try? You really give it a try with all you got. And you will find out that you can do quite a lot of stuff and get through a lot of stuff. How about you do that? Second thing, you are super smart. You are amazingly smart. And it doesn't really feel like it, but if you think about it, let's go back in time, right? Let's go back in the time of the Greeks, the ancient Greeks. They didn't know that much. They had to come up with all these principles that you now learn in school, and you have to learn the Pythagoras theorem, right? But Pythagoras had to come up with that first, and you just get to learn this as a kid. You don't have to philosophize 10 years for how you're going to do it. It's just go to school and you just learn it. And you can just do that, you can just learn it. You have that capacity, and even if you were to go back in time, you would find out that you're so much smarter than everyone around you. But of course, in today's society, when you have overachievers or people that just try to be better at it, you don't look that smart in comparison. But okay, maybe you're not smart when it comes to academia, or maybe you're smart in academia, but you're not street smart. Or have you ever watched Casey Neistat, right? He always in his videos says that he is not smart, that his son is so smart. Yet when you see what he achieved, he has to be. There is some kind of other smart that he is, that makes him so unique. So if you these two components, you're way smarter than your ancestors, and you might be a different smart than what you define as smart, but you're still smart. You're very smart. And because your skills are so unique and they're definitely tailored to you, I also want to talk about the third step. You have great opportunities ahead, right? You are living in a world where, regardless where you live, you could, in theory, I know there are some super poor countries, but in theory, if you can get hold of a phone and an internet plan, you're connected to everyone, basically. You're basically Superman. You have superpowers. You can talk to someone that is completely somewhere different in space, right? Like, you could call someone on the other side of the globe. But even more, it is absolutely feasible and achievable for you to travel from where you are to the other side of the globe in what little time? If you take a plane, 15 hours maybe. If you take a boat and other trips of other means of transportation, a week. You can get from where you are right now to the other side of the globe. And that is crazy. In such a short time. Nobody could do that before, like 200 years ago. Try that. It would take forever. And this is the time and period where you live in, where you can make money in various ways and you can find love in various places, and right? But we take this for granted. And because we take it for granted, we just don't realize that these opportunities still exist. We think, okay, but it's not for me. I'm not that type of guy. Someone else can do it. No, you can. You can do a lot. Maybe not every opportunity is for you, but there are just so many. You live in a world of abundance. You can make your own opportunities. And just don't let yourself get discouraged, you know? Choose a good path with the skill set you have and then commit. And now here comes an extra point. This one is not so big, but everybody has a set of cards. Let's say the cards of life that he gets handed with skills that he has, right? And sometimes you have a good hand and sometimes you don't, right? But this unique hand that you have, this environment that you live in, you can change parts of it, other parts are fixed, and you get to play them. And it's your choice to decide if you play your hand or not. So learn to play your hand. This is like the fourth tip. Learn to play your hand. You are uniquely made, beautifully made. You have your skills. You're super smart. You have superpowers basically. And you know how to overcome. Now learn to play your hand. Choose a path that is good for you, that fits your skill set, that you deem as worthwhile and good. And play your hand. Use your skills. Make friends. Make a network. Find love. Build something together. If your environment is bad, change it. Move. Move. If someone from a war territory can move, so can you. Right? Let's say you're from a somewhat poorer country and want to move to the US. There are other people that did it. It's not impossible. Or if you want to move to Europe, well, that one is easy. But you can move. You can change some parts. And other parts, let's say height. You want to become a basketballer, but you're super short. Well, that maybe is not in your cards then. But there is all the other things that you can make to fulfill yourself and to become fulfilled. And if basketball is not in it, how about you do everything else? How about you get a great job that you like doing, a wife that you love, or husband that you love, kids, great house, nice dog, all these things. There's more to life than just one thing, and you get to play more than one card. So how about you take this perspective also in? And in the end, let yourself be helped. We just spend so much time not accepting help because we don't want to owe, or any other reason we don't want people to see our situation. But the thing is, many people struggle. And you would be surprised who would actually help, who is actually a good friend to you. And it's not so bad to owe somebody a favor. Just go help them. Be the one that helps. Also is a good thing to start on. But let's not make a long video already longer. And go with this. You are truly amazing. If this video helped you in any ways and the points made sense and you actually accept that it's in your nature to be amazing, please share it with somebody that actually needs it. That also doesn't feel amazing. And yeah, I'd be very happy if you subscribe and maybe add the notification bell. I don't post that often yet, and I just try to make things differently. I'm also rocking a beard now. See you next time. Bye.